Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to Essence Talk Show and I am your host Ibal Javed. So, Kashmir's dispute has been there for decades and yet a solution has not been achieved. And what better time it could be to talk about it other than the 5th of February Kashmir Day. So, to better understand these events, we have Fawzia and Fatma from 10th grade and we also have Sumayya from 9th grade. So, how are you all?
Fine, Alhamdulillah.
Well, that's great. So, talking about Kashmir, Kashmir is known for its exceptional beauty. The beautiful valleys, the mountains, the lakes.
And the waterfalls, oh my god.
Yeah, right.
It's heaven, honestly. Yes, right. It's none less than heaven.
Yes, you all are absolutely right. So now let's move a little bit towards the topic, shouldn't we? So Fatma, starting from you. We're always talking about this dispute, right? But most of us don't know the actual reason behind it. Like what really happened. You know what caused it. So could you please enlighten us a bit about that?
Yes, sure. So this all started in 1947 and at that time India and Pakistan claimed Jammu and Kashmir.
Okay.
So then Kashmir was free to accede to either India or Pakistan. But actually the problem was that Kashmir first wanted to be an independent state.
Right.
But unfortunately in 1947 it was forcibly controlled by some of the countries.
Okay. So Sumayya, do you know that what happened after this?
So the aftermath of this was eruption of 3 wars and a number of conflict between the two countries.
Okay. So Sumayya, as you're obviously aware of this, so you must know that what's the situation there nowadays? Like what's happening there these days?
I know a little bit about it. Like these days, many countries are trying their best to capture it by putting curfews.
Alright.
Yes, a lot of Kashmiris are being murdered.
And one more thing, they are not letting the Kashmiris to be educated.
Right. Listening to all this and watching those videos on social media, they're really heart-wrenching. So Sumayya, this dispute and conflict has been there for ages, but still unresolved, isn't it? So what do you think is the right thing to do to solve this issue? What are we not doing?
I think that we cannot take back Kashmir unless we fix internal cracks in Muslim Ummah, unless the sectarian fire is extinguished.
And Fatma, what's your perspective on that?
Well, I think that unless Muslim stakeholders take pain of Kashmiris, we can't get it back.
Right. And Fawzia, what do you think?
Yes, most importantly, unless we are not united, unless we are not devoted to it, we cannot get it back.
Yes, you all are right. We really need to stand for Kashmir. So Fawzia, could you please tell that what caused it to be a national holiday for Pakistan or what's the history?
Yeah, sure, why not? So, Kashmir Day was actually proposed by Qazi Ahmad in 1990, and then the Prime Minister of Pakistan at that time called for a Kashmir Solidarity Day strike.
And this happened at the time of Nawaz Sharif's government, if I'm not wrong?
Yes, you are right.
Right. So Fawzia, as it's the month of February and there's the 5th February Kashmir Day, right? And we look outside on the 5th February, these rallies and chaos and all. Are we really celebrating Kashmir Day? If so, then why are we doing it? Could you please tell us a bit about that?
Yes, we are, even though Kashmir Day is celebrated with national zeal and zest.
Right.
And about the rallies, they are held at public and private levels,
Why are they held?
mainly highlighting the oppression of different countries towards Kashmiris.
Right. Thank you so much for the information, Fawzia. And see everyone, we always say that we care about this country and its future and all, right? But we never talk about such topics. We hesitate to talk about such matters. Why? Aren't we all aware what the Kashmiris are going through? Aren't we all aware about the violent attacks on the Kashmiris?
I guess we are, right?
Yes, we definitely are. So Fawzia, we've been constantly saying that Kashmir is like heaven, it's so pretty. But honestly, I believe that the people out there are living their lives in hell. So what do you think about that?
Life in Kashmir is really, really horrible. Who knows who might die and who might get martyred tomorrow.
Exactly.
The Kashmiris have been having sleepless nights for the past few decades.
Right.
The apprehension of getting killed is always present. Their families are unsafe and the situation is as same as in the 1990s.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And you know, the single most powerful force on earth is a person's eternal desire to be just free and independent. So just imagine those Kashmiris being imprisoned in their own houses. We all urge you to stand for Kashmir because we live in a country that has been built on the idea of liberty and tolerance. So why are we quiet and why aren't we speaking? And you know those Kashmiris and the little children down there, they have literally known nothing but just killings, imprisonments and violence. So just think about those terrified voices calling out for our help.
We really need to raise our voice for Kashmiris.
Yes, we need to stand for them. And remember that you do not have to be a Muslim to help the Kashmiris. You just have to be a human. Thank you so much for listening. Allah Hafiz.